Welcome back. This is John Locke, and today I'm answering an interesting question that came in, and that is, do footer links count as internal links? Does Google see those as internal links? Now, the footer is the bottom of your web page. This is the templated part of your website. The footer is the very last section, usually contains copyright information, might have different navigation menus or different arrays of links, but it repeats on every page of your site. And we've talked about in the past, internal links are good for SEO because the pages on your site also pass link equity, the link voting power, the so-called link juice, if you will, that external links to your website pass. They may pass them a little bit differently because you are controlling your website, and an external site is not necessarily being controlled by you. Okay, but they do count as internal links, and you'll notice if you go into Google Search Console for your website, you will see that they do count as links, and it counts as, if you look at pages that are most often linked, you will see those. Now, by themselves, are they good internal links? Not by themselves, and there's a reason for that. There is a patent that Google has that has to do with the probability that a link will be seen. And a link that is at the top of the page or is in the main part of the content is more likely to be seen than what's down at the bottom. I don't know if any of you have ever experimented with heat maps or scroll tracking software, but I can tell you that most people do not scroll all the way to the bottom of a website. Now you will see that the most important links on a website are generally in the main navigation that's at the very top of the page. Now, if you have pages that are linked in the main navigation and then also in the footer navigation, that's going to be a lot better than if they're just in the footer navigation. They're going to be considered more important because the probability that they're being seen is a lot higher. Now, Google has also said at numerous different times in the past that links are weighted basically by where they appear in the website. Links that appear in repeating places, repeating templated places like a sidebar or a footer are weighted less than if they're in the main content of a page. So if you link to another page on your website from the main content of that page, meaning as if you had a blog post and you're linking to a services page or a sales page or a product page, that link is going to count with a lot more weight than if it's just in a repeating sidebar. A lot of people feel, a lot of SEOs feel basically, that links that are in a sidebar or they're in the footer, but they're basically templated. They're basically count with the weight of a single link from the regular part of the content. A link that is in the main part of the content is going to be weighted a lot more than a link that appears on every single page of your website in a sidebar or in the footer. But yeah, footer links do count as internal links, but and you know, there's been cases where enterprise level companies, they might own different companies and they link to those companies from the footer. So they count basically as external links. I guess that's not the greatest example, but footer links can be used in that way. My advice though, if you have just your one site, your business site, and you're wanting to leverage internal links, if you have the most important pages, put those somewhere in the top navigation. And also, you know, put them in the footer navigation as well, but then also find a place where you can link to them from the main part of content on a page, like a blog post or another service page, link to those other service pages or product pages or wherever it is that you're trying to drive attention and get people to convert and take action and hire you or buy a product. My name is John Locke. My business is Lockdown Design and SEO. I'm here on a pretty regular basis answering questions on SEO. So if you have a question, leave it in the comments below. We're almost at 750 subscribers. Would love to see you subscribe. Would love to get to 1,000. So let's make that happen. That's all I have for now. Until next time, peace.